Oh, hey, didn't see you there. The holiday season is behind us, and New Year's is just around the corner. It seems that everyone is looking to make their affirmations for the upcoming year, which some might call their New Year's resolutions. These range from being in a better financial state, getting the healthcare bill to what we actually wanted it to be, to losing weight or getting laid. I, of course, don't have to worry about one of those. You can try and guess for yourself which one. But right now, I'd want to take a look at the past. In particular, the top 5 shocking moments in Yu-Gi-Oh! For 2009. So go ahead and grab yourself a cup of eggnog. I've got mine. And let's take a look back at 2009, a year in passing. A new format for Yu-Gi-Oh! Was announced just this month, which is called the Pegasus League. Apparently it's a format in which the rules change as time goes on. Starting January 1st and running until the end of February, the rules will follow what's called New Year's Resolution. In this format, players are only allowed to use cards from these sets, and these cards being limited. It seems the Pegasus League will be some sort of side event at larger scale tournaments, so make sure you're up to date with the format the Pegasus League is currently in, and bring an extra deck that's legal for that format just in case you decide to play in one. This was more a sigh of relief than an actual shocker. During the messy end of the Upper Deck Konami relationship, organized play was left in tatters. Regional events that were already scheduled were cancelled, and Shonen Jump tournaments followed suit. Konami urged players that things would return to the way they were, but rumor mill and gossip plagued various threads about the possible end of organized play. It wasn't until the 10th of April that the words of all the naysayers were put to rest, when Konami not only started hosting regional events again, but brought back the prestigious Shonen Jump tournament. It was a full year ago that players discovered that in the OCG, they were receiving a playable version of the first Egyptian god card revealed in the series, Obelisk the Tormentor. However, it wasn't until December of this year that the card was released in English. Many people fantasized about having a playable version of the god cards, but who would have guessed it would actually come to pass? The Winged Dragon of Ra has also been released in the OCG, and in an odd twist of fate, reading its effect, I feel Obelisk is the more powerful card. However, that's a different topic for a different video. There's a very long list of reasons as to why this list was a shock to all who laid eyes upon it the moment it was uncovered September 1st. DD Warrior Lady and Breaker the Magical Warrior have never been unleashed to 3 copies per deck since their release, and I thought these two would never see the light of Unlimited once again, but this came to just a huge surprise to me. Also, Solemn Judgment being limited to 1 is understandable, seeing as it was considered a 3 per deck staple, but still somewhat of a surprise. But I believe the biggest shock most people had with this list is the fact that Lightsworn were not directly affected whatsoever. Many people thought this deck needed to be addressed, yet nothing was done. This is a touchy subject in my opinion. Many people have some strong words to say about the ban list effect on the Lightsworn deck that seem to contradict themselves. I'm not going to go into naming names, but some of those people are big names, some are not. Most are on various threads, and some even here on YouTube. The general consensus is that Lightsworn is quote-unquote a deck for bad players that is inconsistent and extremely luck-based. However, those same people claim that the deck is too powerful. The way I see it, if the deck is inconsistent and luck-based, why would they ban or limit the important cards for that deck? Wouldn't that make it even more inconsistent and push it into unplayability? And the deck is, if it is just as they say too powerful, why wouldn't they use it themselves? It seems to me that these players have tried to use Lightsworn and were unsuccessful, which is why they claim it's luck-based and bad, but oftentimes lose to it, which is why they claim it's too powerful. However, that's a completely new can of worms that can be discussed in a video all its own. So, what do you guys think of the situation? Is Lightsworn too strong, or is it okay the way it is? And how do you feel about the ban list not touching Lightsworn whatsoever? Since its release, Skill Drain has gone from a casual at best deck focus to a high level tournament side deck option, but never before has it seen the prominent position of a championship worthy deck archetype since this format came around. I've always loved Skill Drain, so for me personally, it was nice to see this slowly rise up the ranks to finally Shonen Jump championship status. By the end of the day, on April 26th, it was Jeff Jones piloting the deck he dubbed the Drain, which stands for Dark Skill Drain, who claimed first place out of 858 players that day. With a sea of Gladiator Beast, Synchro Cat, Lightsworn, and many other deck types, it came to a huge yet pleasant surprise that Skill Drain was the deck that won. Well, that's it. Those are my top 5 shocking Yu-Gi-Oh moments for 2009. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, this has been Duel School with Fitzroy. My name's Fitzroy. Not 100% sure what all your names are, but I do know that you guys just got schooled.